We begin today not with what you do know.
What?
That former President Trump is looking strong in Iowa, based on our reporting and state polls. We want to instead look at the bigger picture, that all three top GOP contenders begin the year with a lead over President Biden. Former President Trump is up 50 to 48%. We turn now to CBS News Executive Director of Elections and Surveys. That's a pretty dramatic advantage.
Point on the economy. We still see voters telling us, really by 2-to-1, that they feel like they might be worse off under Biden than better off financially. And that's important because it reflects this ongoing sting of what's happened with him and his ratings after inflation. Inflation is slowing, but prices are still high.
Your poll found President Trump with his biggest lead among GOP primary voters nationwide thus far this cycle, 55 points. What's driving it?
Indeed. Well, look, some of this is he just spans different parts of the party and has appeal. So for Republicans who want a tax cut, he's their guy. For Republicans who are MAGA, who want a more combative approach, who want that culture war, he's their guy. And part of it, just by the numbers, is he's got more strong supporters than anybody else, people who say they're considering only him, who will not change their minds. And that throughout this campaign has put a floor under his support that's been really hard for any other candidate to shake. But this is something and a phenomenon with this showing loyalty to an individual that we really have not seen for people in polling in U.S. politics other than for Donald Trump and that MAGA base. They like that idea, the idea of punishing or going after his political opponents if he gets into office. In the eyes of the MAGA base, they bought the narrative that the election was stolen. They want to see pardons for the January 6th rioters. And all of that means to them that they've had something taken from them, and they're trying to push back against it, and Donald Trump is their vehicle for that. When we ask people what they think of diversity efforts in the U.S., the people who feel that diversity efforts in the U.S. have gone too far are overwhelmingly voting for Trump. The people who feel that they haven't gone far enough are overwhelmingly for.
If you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, and you ain't black.
And that tells you what that role of race is in the campaign. And that's an important dynamic, but not just when we look at the strong Trump support, but what sets up one of the key narratives going forward in the 24 campaign.
They're going to put you all back in chains.